You also now have classes you are teaching to help women empower themselves emotionally and sexually. How did you come to do this, and what was the reasons for doing these classes now?
So that's my empowerment course for women. Empower Your Sexual Self has become this huge thing in my life. It came about through a conversation with a good friend of mine I met through the Romance Writers of America chapter in LA. Her name's Christine Roselle, and she's a life coach. She's not just a life coach, but she's a life coach who teaches other life coaches, and she's done all kinds of amazing stuff. She also was a Hollywood stylist. She does gorgeous photography and graphics. She's done my headshots, and she's just this incredible creative person, and also just very centered. So we were just talking online one night, and we were discussing the issues around female sexual desire. And I've always been a proponent of sexual positivity, and for a long time I've done classes and workshops on kink. And as the conversation got more intense and in-depth, we realized the impact our conversation could have on other women. And so it was just a sort of natural progression. When Christine was like, you have to share your views on sexual positivity, after this conversation, I realized she had something. And since she was able to do the technical parts like filming and editing, and because she's a life coach with an important perspective to share, as well as being this incredibly smart, warm, and lovely person, I really wanted to do this project with her. And since we offered it the first time, we've realized even more how important these discussions are, not only to improve women's sex lives, but to empower them on an emotional and cerebral level and enable them to let go of shame and taboo, which has really come up a lot in the discussions we have with the participants. There's this really unfortunate commonality among women when it comes to the negative messages around sex and our desires, and it's dumped on us by family, by media, by so many things in our culture. And Christine and I both believe it's time to be the truest feminists and own our personal power, whether it's our sexual selves or any aspect of ourselves as women and as human beings. And especially with everything that's going on right now, the Me Too movement, I feel like it's an even more important time to do this. And we were just talking today, actually, to start planning for when we're doing the next sessions. So right now we're looking at the end of March of this year and the end of September this year to offer it 2 more times this year. It's this very intensive 2-week course. We have live chats in our Facebook group. Women can send us their questions anonymously. You can find out more about my Empower Your Sexual Self course and other courses that I offer on my website. So go to EdenBradley.com and click on the Education tab.